The clock is ticking, my friends. I've got only 4 weeks until I need to be completely moved out of this house. I have not even started packing up the Lego City yet, and that is what we're gonna do today. Let's get started. So how do you pack up an entire Lego collection? I had to figure that out for myself. This is the story of packing all my Lego into boxes and officially bringing my time in this old basement to a close. Sit back, relax, enjoy some tips, rambling thoughts, and this footage of me being perpetually overwhelmed as I tackle this monstrous task. In one of my most recent videos, I talked all about how exactly I'm going to go about packing up all my Lego, insulating it, and keeping the pieces together so they don't break apart or get separated on the way to my new house. If you guys haven't seen that video, you can click right up here or down below in the description. In short, my method is basically wrapping each set individually in bubble wrap and placing those carefully into boxes. Since I'm moving them myself, I wasn't super worried about it, so nothing super complicated, but if you would like to learn more details about that, you can go ahead and click on that video, and that's where we're gonna get started today. Right after filming that tutorial on how to wrap your Lego sets for moving, I went ahead and set to work with wrapping up the entire Lego City in plastic wrap. While I was pretty confident this was going to work, this was still all a massive experiment for me. Using the saran wrap actually does help a lot, and I'll show that off more later in the video. The key is just to make sure there are no holes in your wrap job, so that way none of the pieces will fall out. It took me an hour or two to wrap up all the main city buildings. We got them all wrapped tightly in plastic wrap. Probably went a little bit too hard on the early buildings, but by the time I got to the end, got into a groove. You know, some of these only have 1 or 2 layers of plastic at the most. So the cool thing about wrapping them in plastic, in some cases, it actually does make them feel a little bit more stable. For example, the mini modular block here, when I was holding this without plastic, it was pretty shaky. But when I hold it with all of the plastic wrapping, it actually feels like the plastic is helping to hold it together. All of the plastic wrapped city buildings is kind of interesting. It makes it feel like hazmat or something, like there was some sort of infection plague in the city. I had to take the Daily Bugle into 2 portions because it was super tall, so we got 1 and 2. So now what we're gonna have to do is remove everything from the table, but also there is a ton more Lego sets that we're gonna have to pack. And here it is, the final pieces of the 2023 new Brickerton city layout being removed. Having these road plates put onto mills is going to make the process of setting the city back up super simple, and those were some of the easiest items to pack considering I could just pack them on top of each other. And now, time to start shoving all this stuff into boxes. Excuse me, squid. Yo. Pro tip, you'll have to remove your cat from any boxes before moving. Here's an example of a packed box. Just fill in bubble wrap in the areas where things could knock together. So what I'm gonna do is shut this up, but before I do that, I'm just gonna write down a quick note on the side of all the sets that are in this lot. So let's go ahead and do that. There you go. Just want to label things properly. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. So here is our first 2 boxes of the Lego City packed up. Let's keep going. The plastic wrapping works not only with cube and rectangular shaped buildings, it also helps with these Hogwarts buildings with these extreme points and very thin, tall builds. Just be careful wrapping whatever set you're wrapping, and the saran wrap will help hold the pieces in place, I guarantee it. The next thing I had to do is collect my sets from the rest of the house. If you watched my house tour video, you'll recognize my dining room with quite a few Lego filled shelves that I've now got to empty. Just moved the final batch of Lego from all my shelves. So all the shelves are now empty in the dining room. Everything, of course, except for Abby's Legos. I'm gonna have to pack these up too. Those are on her shelf. But check out this custom shelf done by Brickerton, who also did the new Brickerton sign. Pretty amazing. Today is day 2 of wrapping up sets. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes packed from yesterday. That is essentially the full Lego city. But now what we've got left over is all of the random sets from the shelf, sets that I haven't touched in a while, but our goal is to empty all these cardboard boxes, recycle those, and get everything packed up. So we got all sorts of random sets. We got Amelia Earhart. We got, what movie is that? Encanto. This is all that I just pulled from upstairs, including Abby's stuff. So we got fish tank. We got flowers all mixed together. We got Rebel pilot helmet. We got AT-AT from Mandalorian. We got this. We're gonna have to do something with this. Mars mission series. We got random friends sets. We got treehouse set. We got Lego Creator giraffe hideout set. We got Lego hidden side set. Botanical. Dr. Jane Goodall bonsai tree. Chinese New Year, whatever the I don't know what's that called. So you can see it's all a mess right now, and it's gonna be a mess for quite a while, but we're gonna do our best to organize these, get these things all loaded up. All right, this may hurt some of you. It's going to hurt me a little bit, but I do not have time to deal with this. So let's try not to spill it. The rest of this has got to go. That's another box done. Look at all this. Any completed vehicles or areas that already have a category, I will pull those out. We've got a signed ticket to Vans Warped Tour 2011. I'm glad I found this. All this stuff. Well, this does pain me. Another one gone. Your Lego packing is not always going to be clean and organized. I could spend all night organizing this stuff, but if I wanted it organized, I should have organized it already. You cannot get in here. Get out. So you can see here, I did label every single major set that's in the box. Fragile, fragile.
Fragile! It must be Italian.
We got 2 red trucks over here. So while I wrap up a few more of these sets, I want to give some of my thoughts on moving in general. Moving sucks, as everyone kind of knows, but I think it can also be a really eye-opening and therapeutic process if you do it right. If you have the time to really take stock of all your material possessions, think about what you actually need or want and what you actually use. It can be a great time to really purge a lot of items that you don't really need. I'm a person who's been a perennial hoarder of material things pretty much my whole life, and this Lego hobby has certainly not helped with that. You'll see at the end of the video how much physical space even my collection takes up, and I consider my collection very small and modest compared to many other Lego fans out there. I've always seemed to be into hobbies that cause me to accumulate a bunch of stuff like guitars, camera equipment, and that doesn't even include sentimental items. I've always found myself wanting to hold on to every single little item for sentimental value. But I've been in this rental house for about 4 years, so if there are things I didn't even get out or look at in those 4 years, I have to wonder if maybe it's just a waste of space to have them in my house. This move has come at a point in my life when I'm really trying to reevaluate how I'm living and what I'm spending my time on. Your physical environment is a manifestation of your mind itself, and the more organized your space is, the easier it is to organize your mind as well. So one of the things that is so convenient about wrapping your sets in plastic wrap is the stability that it adds. You can do crazy things you'd never even consider doing if you didn't wrap the sets up. You can put them upside down, You can place things in all sorts of configurations. This is an X-Wing that I wrapped, and I'm not worried about this thing at all. If you just put a little bit of padding in there, some bubble wrap, you will have a very easy time of keeping all your sets together. Day 3 of packing up the Lego. I'm pretty sure this is the last Lego that I have left unpacked in the house, besides just a few random items over here. Shelves completely empty. We got them in 8 boxes so far. It's pretty insane how much the Lego collection has grown. I think this will be a good reminder and a good exercise in organizing it. I'm hoping this will be it. If I can just get a solid few hours in tonight, should be able to wrap all this up, and then I can actually pack up, you know, the rest of my stuff. Today's day, who knows, I've lost count. I'm not gonna count the days anymore because there's like 20 days left until we move. It's just gonna get a little confusing, but this is the second weekend that I've been packing up the Lego City. Just went to Lowe's, had to get some more boxes. Squid's down here helping me out. We got just a few things left, but of course we've got all of the parts and pieces that I'm gonna have to pack up as well. Start tearing down some of the stuff over here, boxing this up. Got some tree stuff, plant pieces. We'll need to get this all built and put in the city, but there's just so many long backlogs of projects. It becomes very difficult to finish everything that I start, to be honest with you. This is an idea I've had for a really long time. Let me show you this. This is actually a really cool gift. My buddy Mike got me. I've been meaning to mess with this for such a long time. You guys know I love coffee, and this is a Lego style coffee mug. My plan was, I thought it'd be cool if I did like a mug of the month series where I would build a different design on the mug every month, but just haven't gotten around to that yet. A few more things up here. We've got minifig cases. Highly recommend these if you want to display your minifigs, and then a mini building blocks Stegosaurus. So gotta get this stuff boxed up as well. So basically at the point now I got all the individual sets packed. Now we just got all of the parts in their individual containers parted out and packed away. I am going to go ahead and wrap these with a thin layer of saran wrap just so I don't have to worry about these drawers kind of moving around during transit. And then once we get these 3 wrapped, we'll go ahead and start putting these into boxes. With what I thought I could finish easily in one weekend, turning into multiple weekends of work, I'm so very close to finishing up, wrapping up all my Lego. Nothing that a quick packing montage can't fix. And like they say in the song, you gotta move on. I gotta move on. That's pretty much it. It's a bit much, it's a bit embarrassing, but that is it. That is the whole collection. Every single box filled with Lego or Lego associated items, as well as the 2-3 drawers down below. Let's take a closer look. I might as well show you all the stuff that's in these drawers. We got all the base plates, a whole load of base plates, random vehicles. We got more vehicles, We got more vehicles and trains. Next we got train tracks and train accessories. More vehicles. More vehicles. Let's see. More vehicles. Star Wars. Random things. And parts packs. Shout out to Mike R. Clipsy's Bricks for giving me these parts packs. Have not had the chance to go through them yet because I've been super busy, but they have not been forgotten. They are still there. It's nearly like 15 boxes full of, here's the side view. But the table supports them well, and it could fit even more, so I'm glad for that. She loves it. Squid's been along with this whole process for me. Oh no. Okay, no. Please don't. Please, no. And now she's scared by her own tail. What a freak. Lowe's definitely included this on here as a bit of a joke, but little did they know, in this case, we actually are hauling a load of bricks. Just gotta be resourceful. As you can see, the bakery doesn't quite fit in this box, but instead of putting it in a bigger box, just cut a little hole. I'm just gonna recycle this anyway, it's fine. It's now October 9th. It has been quite a whirlwind the past few weeks. We got the keys to the new house. We got some walls painted. We got a lot of stuff moved. So I am here today to finally begin packing the Lego City up and moving it to the new location. So here it is, our massive mountain of boxes. And we're just gonna load as much up into my car as we can. A lot of stairs. I used to have a 2010 Ford Escape, now I have a 2015 Ford Escape, and unfortunately they've shrank the size of the Escape a little bit and it does not have that much storage space, so it took me quite a few trips back and forth between my old house and my new one to get everything moved. Since we didn't have to move out immediately, it wasn't as quick as renting a moving truck, but with as many trips as I took, whether or not I saved money using gas is negligible. Oh well. Hey, we're in a new basement, and look, there's a ceiling. There's actually a ceiling up here. So that is a big improvement on its own. What we may be looking at here is potentially a site of a future Lego City. There's a lot of cleanup work that I still need to do, so please don't judge me too heavily, but here is the basement. First view you're getting of the new house. We got a nice little bar area down here. Even got a fold down little bar here. Oh, hey, look. There's me. We'll definitely have to hang up our old decorations. Thank you to all those who made it to the end of this vlog. I appreciate you guys sticking around. For sticking around, you get a sneak peek of my living room as well as a sneak peek of my disgusting basement, which currently looks like this now. Apparently there was a lot more stuff than I realized, so there's gonna be a lot of work involved to get this place ready for the Lego City in early 2024. So since there's so much to do downstairs, I thought we would end the video in a nicer background, but that's pretty much it for me, guys. I'm signing off. This will be the last video of 2023, and we will be hitting the ground running in 2024 with a bunch of new stuff. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.